Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So this is a ship with me, but since I'm back in school, so during the summer I was able to ship in the morning before the mail truck came, but now that I'm in school, it's either I wake up early and ship before I go to school, or just ship what I can the night before, and then the sales that happen in the morning are like overnight. They just ship the next day because I'm not about to wake up early in the morning to ship. Like, sorry, but no. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to like put like lots of clips together because I wouldn't be shipping as much because I film my ship with 3 mornings, and the mail truck comes out like around like 12. So I was able to wake up at like 10:30 and 11, ship for an hour, and make the mail truck. So, but now I can't really do that. So without waking up early. And then I have to leave to school at like early in the morning. So yeah, I just have no interest in waking up early. But all right, this so fast is a Lululemon skirt. This was my sister's and she didn't want any more, but I got it out of one of the garage. So I got over 50 pieces of Lululemon from this particular garage sale. And she gave me 3 things from that garage that she no longer wanted. So she didn't pay for those. If I pay up for something and a family member wants it, or family friend or whatever, I just make them pay for like the item. But if like if it's like I didn't pay, like I consider $15 paying up. I think like anything over like 8 and over is honestly like paying up for me. I try to keep my cost of goods like under $5. It's usually like around like the $3 mark. But yeah, so she paid me $15 for this, and she wore it a few times, and she just didn't wear it as much. So this sold, I listed this for $65, and within a day I got an offer for $50, which I happily accepted. So I'm just gonna give her $20 for it, and I'll keep $5 for my time like researching the item and listing it and my packaging supplies. So I hope she's happy with her $5 profit. If I was her, I wouldn't be complaining. She made $5 and didn't have to do like any work. So this was a quick $25 profit. Like, so yeah. So like I think spending $15 to make $25 profit in a day isn't bad. So Lululemon skirts usually move for me very fast, so I wasn't super surprised, but yeah, alright. This is like a long line Prana like jacket. I got this at a back sale and I probably paid $1 for it. It was a size small, and it's like a, can't remember the exact color name, but it's like a burgundy-ish, like plum red. Anyways, I know I had the exact color name, like that Prana gave it in my like listing. So this is for $32, and I got an offer for $25, which I was again happy to accept because that was a great offer. So you'll see a lot of like my more fall items are starting to sell, which I mean, usually when that happens I get sad because that means school is back in session, and it makes me sad because I have to think about going back to school. But now that I'm already back, I'm like, okay, whatever, you can start selling again, because I mean, like, yeah. But it makes me really, really happy when spring items start to sell, because so maybe in a few months from now, if I'm doing one of these videos, you guys will see me and I'd be like, I'm so happy that spring items are starting to sell again, because that means my school year is almost over. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do when I get to college. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like have to like shut down my account, but I'm not staying anywhere local. So it'd be hard to like keep track of my like inventory. And then it'd be hard to like list and keep items at a dorm room. So it's just kind of like what am I supposed to do type of a thing. So I don't know, I'm sure I'll figure it out. One thing I talked about was like, I guess just sourcing like at college like I normally would, and then when I come home for breaks, like instead of I guess like getting like a job like at a restaurant or something, I would just like list the entire break, like photograph and list and all that, the entire break. But that'd be like a lot of listing. But I mean, I know I could do it. So if I'm on a good day, I can get like 25 to 20 to 30 listings done. Like if I'm actually like working for like, if I'm between photographing and listing, I've like photographed, measured, put away, and listed 30 items in one day. And if I can't, I've done more than that before, but it's just like, I'd be working the entire day. Cause I like my descriptions, and I usually try to find like the style name of things if I can. And if I don't, my descriptions like have like details in them. I take time on my pictures, I measure, and so that does take time. So if I'm doing, I usually do when I'm actually like listing. Like today was a school day, and I photographed and listed 17 items, and then I ran out of things to list, so I don't have anything to list right now. I mean, I have like 3 things, but they're like in a wash. So, but like I can list them tomorrow. So I usually work in batches, so I don't like list like every day. So, yeah. Anyways, this was a Nakatano like tunic sweatshirt thing. This was honestly like a disappointing sale. I heard so many good things about this brand, and the comps like looked really good. So I listed it at 65, and when I listed it, it got so much attention. Like this was probably like 10 months ago or something, and when I listed it, it got so much attention. But it did not sell that well. So yeah, I don't really know why. But I got like a few low offers on this, and then that sold for $33 with discounted shipping. The discounted shipping I gave was $2.02. So yeah, that's like the cost of like an item for me sometimes. So that's like kind of a lot of money. But I made $24.38, and I probably paid like around that for that, so I made $20 off of this. So I'm so happy with that. I pick up that brand again, but I would just like manage my expectations with a little bit with it. All right, this finally moved. I tried to take this to the buy sell trade store, but they would not accept it, and I have no idea. I mean, I think they didn't accept it because it's like a cold shoulder style top. Well, it can be worn like this, like as like a tank top sort of, or it can be worn as a cold shoulder, which I thought it was a cold shoulder top when I saw it. Like when I got this in a box swap like over a year ago. But the stock photos from this brand, Rebecca Taylor, they showed it being worn like this as well, which I thought for like the cold shoulder is a little bit of an outdated style. I don't really pick up cold shoulder items unless they're from a really good brand, because they just do not sell that well for me. But I thought that Rebecca Taylor did a really nice job of like incorporating the cold shoulder style, and they made it a really nice top without it being, the with giving you an option, I guess. So this was actually new with tags, and this retailed for $395, so ridiculously expensive. And it sold for $18 plus shipping. So yeah, I mean, it retailed for close to $400, $5 away from $400, and it sold for $18, and it was brand new. So that just goes to show you, just because an item retails for a certain price, that doesn't mean you should get it. So I would probably not pick this up again. I mean, it would be hard to, because it's new with tags, and yeah, so it'd be hard to not pick up again. Like honestly, if I didn't have this experience and I saw it, like if I had never sold it before, I would definitely pick it up like the Goodwill or something. But now I know, like, Rebecca Taylor isn't a brand I usually pick up anyway. I actually picked up a dress at the buy sell trade store. I paid like $7 for it on their clearance event, and that surprised me because, yeah, Rebecca Taylor is not a brand I usually pick up, but I just like the style of that other one. So I did look up comps on that. It's a brand I would like always check comps on, is Rebecca Taylor, because like I would say like honestly 49 out of 50 times it's not worth picking up. It's not a brand I come across super often, but it's a brand that I have never picked it up at the thrift store, like ever. So because I've just had not good experiences with it. But again, that time I got the dress from the Buy Sell Trade store is the only time I have actually handpicked it myself, because it does not sell well for me at all. And I've heard the same thing for a lot of people, and then every time I check comps on something, when I see it out, they just are not good. So except that one. Obviously there are exceptions, so yeah. Alright, and then this was a great sale. So this is a COS. This is like a H&M family. I do okay with this brand. I do like to sell it. But this was like the most substantial piece I've ever found. I actually found this in Texas Goodwill. I went on a mission trip over the summer, and on the way back, I Ubered to a Goodwill, and I found a few things to sell, and this was one of them. This is like a long line, like 91% cashmere and like 9% wool. This was just such a substantial style and super nice quality. Like, yeah. So I listed this for $85. I set on an offer for $68, and they countered at $58, which I took. But that is a great deal. Like for almost, like, this isn't just like the classic like 2-ply cashmere either. This is like heavy, like thick knit cashmere. So this probably retailed for like, I'd guess $200, even though it's just kind of like COS. But I mean, it's not cheap. COS isn't like COS or COS whatever is not a cheap brand, but it's like not like the most expensive. I mean, it's an expensive brand, but it's not like super like, this is ridiculously like expensive. Like, I feel like honestly for the price point, the quality does match up. So does Rebecca Taylor. I feel like Rebecca Taylor is also good quality, but there's just some brands like that just don't match up with the price point. So, but I feel like this brand does. Again, I couldn't really find the exact style for this, but so that's me just estimating. But yeah, so yeah, so this was in a really nice condition too, because I found it in Texas, and like this would just be so hot to wear in Texas. I mean, it was a tunic, long sleeve, like turtleneck, cashmere, thick knit sweater. So like I don't really know when you would wear that, and because like even in like here, even in like 35 degrees, I feel like that would still be too warm. It'd have to be like below freezing, at least, to wear that. So this actually did sell to somebody in Illinois and like the Chicago area. So I'm not surprised it sold somewhere colder, but I was not expecting it to sell like anywhere like to like Texas or LA or anything. But unless they were taking a vacation or something, but like this did not. Yeah, so, but I'm happy it sold. I'm happy they donated it, because I think I paid like literally $5 for it. So that was a great profit. So yeah. All right, so let's jump to the next day. All right, welcome back to this part of the video. So this is Friday morning to Sunday night sales. So just the weekend, the long weekend, I guess. So I don't really ship on I did in the summer, but I don't ship on Saturday because it's like a new mail carrier and it's just a little bit more complicated. And sometimes I just don't feel like going to the post office. So, but I do have my eBay on 3 days. Perhaps I could have more sales if I changed it to like a day or maybe 2 days or 1 day, but I don't. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna start with eBay. So these are Rockport, just sandals. I got these at a bag sale at a church bag sale. They're men's size 13 and they are leather. So I got them without looking them up. And the comps are not good on this brand, so I don't really recommend it. But anyways, I think they are expensive. I don't think they just resell the best, but these are sandals, so I wanted to move them out. I listed them at $25, and I got a watch on eBay, so I sent out a $10 offer, which like was expected. Like sometimes when I send out those lower offers, I expect them to be accepted, because I'm like, okay, if you're not gonna accept like that offer, then why are you watching the item or whatever? But yeah, so I'm like, sometimes when I send like out those like lower offers on like Poshmark or wherever the app is, I'm like, okay, clearly if you're not accepting that offer, then you don't want it that bad, because that is like almost like 80% off, or not 80% off, but like it's a significant, okay, not even close to 80% off. It's a significant decrease in price. So yeah, and then but people, I've had people, I know there's some opening in the back, so I'll fix that. But these are a men's size 13, so they're really hard to package. But yeah, so I would not pick these up again, but again, they're kind of like a free profit-ish. The bag was $3, and I already I sold a pair of shorts that sold for $15, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, I'm still happy about that. So I'm just gonna use, even though I don't like these stickers for me, I'm still using them because they're like free to me. So like, if you don't know me by now, I'm like pretty cheap when it comes to stuff, so I'm not like extremely picky, but okay, well then this one like rips, so I have to use a different one. Anyways, so I'm hoping like, yeah, so I have the proper boxes now, which is nice. I did my annual like USPS order, and this is my first time. I'm not sure if I've already said that without the game board box. My first year without them, and I ran out early last year, like really early. And now that I can't order the game board boxes, my life has like been like really bad. Like it just, okay, like I'm being a little bit over dramatic, but like my life wasn't as like, it made my life a little bit harder, but like it's okay. Anyways, so I think I charged $10. These are heavy shoes too, so like, yeah, these are like the dad shoe, like really like dad shoes. So I definitely wouldn't wear them, but like I know lots of people that like are like probably like around the dad age that would. So and like I guess he got a really good deal because I know these shoes, I don't think they're like super expensive, but I know they aren't cheap. So yeah, so I'm hoping that I'm a lot more pickier with like men's bigger size shoes because they just are really annoying to ship, and they usually sell on eBay, and it just like is a pain to ship them, but they sell sometimes. All right, this was a great sale. This is a Jackie O dress from Black Halo. It's this really nice like bluish purple color. So I got this at Goodwill. Actually, another reseller in my area had passed on it. But it's my first time picking up this brand. My second time finding it at Goodwill. I found one in Chicago, but it was really, really, really damaged, and it was not the Jackie O style. So I left that one behind, but I did get this one. I paid like $7 for this, and I listed it for $85, but some of the comps for this style are over $100. I couldn't find any with the exposed back zipper, which this one had. So I listed mine at $85, just a little bit lower than the comps because I wanted to like move it out for whatever reason. So I sent out a $68 offer today, and that was accepted, and the buyer paid with shipping. I don't do free shipping on eBay or Poshmark. I don't offer that, but I do offer discounted shipping when I send out offers on Poshmark, so that's one thing. But I do not offer free shipping. But my thing is, somebody can always offer me. I've had people before, they'll just like offer me like what the shipping price, like, so if I'm charging $50 per item plus $6 shipping, they'll offer me like $44, so it's like basically free shipping. So I've had people do that before. So if they really want to, then they can do that. If they want free shipping, but I haven't like, I don't know. I've heard like it both ways, but especially on like the more heavy item, like I wouldn't offer free shipping on a heavy item, like the Rockports I wouldn't offer free shipping on. So I don't know. I just feel like you have that like sense of security when you, like especially if you like, you think something's gonna be, wait, I'm not really sure what this is gonna weigh, so I'm not even sure why I'm putting it in that bag, because it might weigh like at a pound or over a pound, so I probably should double check this. Okay, I should be okay, but again, I wasn't sure. It's at 15 ounces, so right there. So actually it might like, we'll just see. Otherwise, worst case scenario, even if it weighs over a pound, I can do ground advantage, but like over a pound. So I didn't know you could ship stuff like in these mailers that like were over a pound until like the other day. So like that's been a little bit of a game changer. All right, so this still weighs under a pound, so it's not first class anymore, but like it's like similar. It's like basically the same pricing. So and then I'm pretty sure you get insured shipping as well. So I had Eileen Fisher blazer I shipped in last video. It got like lost or stuck in the mail for a while, and I thought it was gonna be lost. And the buyer messaged me, and she's like, okay, my thing hasn't arrived. And I was like, okay. Like, she gave it like not very much time too. And I'm like, okay, well, no big deal. I'm pretty sure like the post office will like refund up to $100. And she's like, it's your responsibility to like whatever. And I was like, okay, well, which technically it is on eBay. The seller just like loses the money, and then I was feeling so prepared too because I thought I had everything, but I forgot my scissors. So, and the buyer, I guess, was like, "Oh no, you have to refund me." And I was like, "Okay, well, can we just give it like a few days before I like refund you or whatever?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know because it's been stuck in the mail for a few days, and then it literally got delivered like yesterday." So I was just kind of like, "Just be patient," but like whatever. Okay, because I get frustrated too, and I have had orders that have been like delayed, and it's frustrating, but like I've only ordered on eBay one time, because I just prefer, I don't know, I just prefer I feel like I just prefer Poshmark for whatever reason, but I don't know. I just feel like more comfortable buying on Poshmark, even though like, because I don't know, but like I only buy stuff that like I know is gonna fit me. So because I'm like usually just buy a lot of the same things, but just in like different colors. So yeah, this is a LOL dress, LOLE. It's a more expensive like athletic wear, outdoor wear brand, but I usually pass on. But this was in a bag sale at a consignment store, and it was a tank dress. It was really short, so it's called like a tunic dress, and it measured 31 inches long, which is like a really short dress. So this would have to be worn by a short person or just like as a tunic. I mean, I guess it could be worn by a tall person, but like, I don't know why I just weighed that, because it clearly is definitely under a pound, but yeah. So anyways, I would pick that up again, but like I don't know. I don't really know, because like I pick it up again because it didn't take much room and I still made a profit, but I would probably take it to the buy sell trade store, but I ended up listing that myself, but I just accepted a lower offer on it. All right, this is Enzo Costa. So it's my first time finding this brand, I believe, and I thought it was Rick Owens, but it wasn't. But it's still very expensive and still worth like looking up. So I listed this at $25 and I paid $3 for that. And I sent an offer for $20 and that was accepted. So not a huge profit. I'm trying to look for a little bit more profits, but when it's a $20 fast flip, I don't mind that much. The LOL dress took a while to sell, so I don't really like when it's a smaller profit when it takes a while to sell, but I'm fine with like if something sells for $20 and I'm not paying a lot for it, like I'm totally fine with it selling fast and me still making like a, you know, $15 profit. Like I will do that like all day long. So I did that with this. So I really liked I feel like it was more of a modern piece. Like the ribbed like tank tops are like, I think are really like in. I mean, it's kind of basic, but like this can get like used a lot, so I hope they like it. So I would pick that up again. So I'm gonna look out for that brand if I ever come across it again. Again, it was my first time coming across it, so but I would definitely keep my eyes out for it. I feel like now I'm like, okay, well, if I found like a dress by the brand, that's definitely gonna sell for like, you know, like a lot more. So that's exciting to me. So, okay. All right, another tank top. So this is another like, this will also sell for $20, and it's T. Alexander Wang. So, yeah, so it's just a linen striped tank top in a size large. I got this at the buy sell trade, 70% off clearance sale out of town at another buy sell trade store. But if it was my area, I would have tried to wait for the 90% off. Anyways, so this was, this was a pretty fast sale within like 2 weeks. So for $20, I think I paid like $3 for it again. So again, pretty good. So small profit, but a fast profit, which I like. So I wouldn't like to pay, I don't really like to pay up for something. So I wouldn't like, I don't know. So since I didn't pay for a lot for it, like I'm more comfortable, like, yeah, but obviously I wanted it to be a faster sale if it's gonna be a lower selling item. I did list this for 32 and the comps were like honestly 25, but I got it offered for 20. And since like we're moving out of the summer, I just decided to accept that. So I'm trying to accept a lot more offers on my summery items now to move them out. So like sandals and just like other, especially like linen, because now it's gonna be in like a month or two, it's gonna be more of like that heavier winter items, and I have been starting to sell some. So I've been trying to accept more offers on summer items. Like, you know, if I had something listed for $50, I might accept like a $30 offer, like $35 offer on that. So that's one thing I like to do when we're about to transition in between seasons. It's still very much summer. It was like 80 degrees today, and then from Illinois, I love when it's 80 degrees, so that's really nice. Alright, this took a long time to sell. I'm kind of surprised. So I was actually a little bit surprised. So it's a Robert Graham. I know somebody mentioned in my videos it's hard to see the designer labels when I show them, and I do apologize for that. But these are trying to like highlight the sales. But if you want to like see the brand labels, I recommend checking out my haul videos if you haven't, because I do show my brand labels in there, and I actually enjoy making those more. But so far, recently my ship with me videos have been getting more views. I think it's because a lot more people do haul videos, so I guess there's not like as much ship with me videos out there, but I definitely enjoy making the haul videos more. But I do recognize the importance of the what sold videos, so I mostly watch haul videos, but I will occasionally watch like a what sold video. So one thing I forgot to do before this video was I forgot to do my numbers about my average sale price. So I will go do that right now. So my average sale for eBay was whatever that says, and then my average sale for Poshmark, my average sale price for Poshmark was whatever this says, and then my average sale price altogether with the two platforms combined is this price. So I'm guessing it's gonna be about definitely lower on eBay because of the three $10 sales on eBay. More on Poshmark, I bet, but I feel like it might be around like the $30 to $35 mark. Mine's usually around like $35 to $38, but I took like a few lower offers. Alright, that's gonna ship first class, or not first class. I get used to saying first class, but it's not first class anymore. So if I do say first class ever, like just know that I don't mean first class, I mean ground advantage under a pound. So, oops. Oh, this was this was a size 4XL, and I had it listed, this retailed for $200, and it was new with tags, and I got it at Goodwill for $5. So I found 3 of Robert Graham that day, all 4XL, and I found 2 short sleeve men's polos, and the short sleeve men's polos size 4X, just short sleeve polos, cotton, didn't have like the flip cuffs or anything. They sold to different people for $40 each, and one of them had a stain. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the classic Robert Graham style. This is gonna sell so much better. And it took over a year to sell, and it finally sold for $35. So sometimes I think something's gonna do so well, and then it just doesn't. And this is an example of it. So Robert Graham is definitely not my favorite brand to sell, but I will pick it up sometimes. So I have left it behind before though, but yeah. All right, this sold for $22. So honestly, I really didn't have any high sales on eBay, but I was happy to clear up something. Diane von Furstenberg, and this is like the signature wrap style dress. So one of the like end caps on this was missing, and I realized I spelt Diane von Furstenberg wrong in my title. So just the other day, I switched. I relisted my item, and then on eBay, and then I realized my title, Diane von Furstenberg, like it was, I spelled it B-U-R-G, and it's at the end of Furstenberg, and it's spelled B-E-R-G. So I changed it, and then I dropped the price of it to $28, and it sold for $22. This was a size 2, and I got this at Plato's Closet 90% off sale for like $1.70, so still a good profit, but it did take a while to sell because I probably spelled the name wrong. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to, I have spelled things wrong before, but it's hard to like I mean, no, when you spell it wrong, because, like, you really can't, you know, it's just, yeah, it's like, sometimes you'll just spell things wrong, and sometimes it'll sell with the spelling error, but sometimes it won't, or it will take a longer time. I'm happy to say that this did, in fact, sell, so that's great. I moved it out. It's more of a summery dress, so that's also exciting. And it had the flaw of missing the tassel, so, but I don't know. I would pick this up again, probably at, like, again, at the bins or, like, under $1, but, like, I probably wouldn't, like, pick this up at Goodwill because of the flaw. But Diane von Furstenberg I also always don't pick up. It doesn't do particularly well for me, but I, like, do sell it. I have sold it, and I'm not, like, afraid to pick it up. So if it looks like I'm writing down the brand name fast on these labels, I am, because this just says DVF or Diane von Furstenberg. When I list a Diane von Furstenberg item, I do Diane von Furstenberg, and then I do DVF, because some people search it out by just saying DVF, like wrap dress. Alright, these are Figs men's straight leg pants. So I didn't realize these were men's when I got them, and if you can see how short these are, they're size extra small men's, and they have a 24.5-inch inseam. So that was an issue. That was just an issue, and So I've like picked up some men's pants that have been like, honestly, if it's below a 30-inch inseam, I'm not even like, okay, if it's below a 28, I'm like gonna pass on it, unless the brand's like absolutely like spectacular. Figs is not a spectacular brand in my opinion, but like Adriana Goldschmied Page, Citizens of Humanity, like all those men's premium jeans, like honestly, if it's below, I've sold them before. I think the shortest I sold was like a 27.5, but it took a while and they didn't sell for that much. So if they look hemmed, I've been passing on them, but it's so hard to tell sometimes when they've been hemmed, because most of the time, if they're a premium denim brand, they're going to be professionally done. So like it's like almost like you can't really tell. So yeah, it's tough sometimes, but I didn't realize these were men's. These do look like short, but I thought they were just like women's like crop scrubs, but they were not. So I accepted the $10 offer on these. I was about to like donate these honestly, so I'll take that over. Yeah, so, and usually my lower dollar items on eBay don't get returned because like there's no reason to. I did have a $15 sale return the other day, but hoping these won't. So knock on wood, but we'll see about those. These are going to Alaska too, so I hope that the shipping, I don't think I've ever shipped a first class item to Alaska before, so we'll see how that is. All right, time for Poshmark now. So I'm actually pretty impressed with myself that I was able to move it that quickly in only 20 minutes. So, all right, these sold really fast. These are Sorel, the out and about wedge boots, or not wedge, but just out and about boots. Yeah, so I listed these for 65, and within one day they got 11 likes, and I sent out an offer, or my bot did, to somebody, and they accepted it. I think my offer was 54 with discounted shipping. So maybe I could have priced higher, but that's okay. And this was one of the winter items I guess I was talking about, so very exciting sale there. I expected these to do well because my last pair was like a size 5.5 and they did well, so I'm pretty pleased with how these performed. A lot of comps were higher for this style, but that's okay, because the last ones I sold were like, well, I guess the last ones I sold from this style didn't have like the felt to them, but they were also a smaller size, and they didn't sell for that as much, but they still got a lot of attention and did sell pretty quickly, so yeah. So I would definitely pick these up again. I pass on Sorel sometimes, but I do pick it up. I'll also a good amount of the time as well. It's a pretty popular brand in my area. I definitely come across like every few weeks, maybe a month, every month or two, or every like month that least, so, but I don't always pick it up, so, yeah, but I do pick it up, so, I'm just taping these on just to be careful. So, actually, okay, so the USPS sent me, like, the wrong thing, so it was a little bit frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now my labels are, like, all... So, I asked for, what I ordered was not what I got, I think. Well, okay, I might have ordered just the wrong thing, so, I mean, maybe that was it, but I thought I ordered the correct thing. I'll show you guys them in 1 second. I just have to find my label. I always think I'm never prepared they're there. Okay, so these are for $54. With discounted shipping, my earnings were $41.18, and my profit was $36.18 in 1 day. So... love that. Order these priority mail because they're free, like stickers. So I'll just show you them in a little bit. But I ended up getting this giant roll of like stickers, but they're not like the stickers that I want. So yeah, okay. These did really well. These are Free People, and they're Mary Jane shoe. These have such a cute stock photo on them. I don't really use stock photos for my shoes for the first picture unless they're like strappy like that, like need like a foot in them to show how they work. But I use a stock photo for the last photo for these just to show how they could be styled. And like, I just wasn't expecting them to be styled how they were styled, but like they looked really good. So I listed these for $85 because there was none available in the size, and the comps were, I mean, absolutely phenomenal for Free People. Out of any Free People item, I do the best with their shoes, hands down. So I will usually pick up their shoes if they're in good condition, but and usually they're made out of real leather and all of that good stuff that I look for when I'm sourcing items. So I think I paid $5 or $5 or $6 for these at a Goodwill store, and in Springfield, Illinois, which I want to go back to soon, but I don't know when the next time I'll be back is. But I do have some of my best finds from there, but I do find a lot of good stuff here where I live locally. It's probably like about a similar size and population to Springfield, but I did find these there. And yeah, so these did sell very well. So I got an offer for $60, but since they have gotten a lot of likes and I've only had them listed for like 1 or 2 weeks, I got it for $60, and I countered that to $65. Even though I'm like trying to not counter as much, but I wanted to counter on them, and then she countered back at $63. So I just was fine with accepting that. I kind of wanted more for them, but that's okay. I could have gotten more for them, but that's okay. Yeah. So I hope that she likes them. And sometimes like I am not mad when stuff gets returned, but so I would not be mad if these got returned because then I could sell them again. But like, I'm also so happy with the profit. My earnings were $50.40, and I made $45. So that is fantastic. All right. So here's how I use these stickers. Okay. So they peel off in the back like this. So this is just like one long sticker. And then I just tape it on the side of the box like that. So this is like acting as a roll of tape. And these are free. So that helps, like, because it's free. So like, I mean, like, I love them. And they work well and they're easy to use. So it doesn't make me waste as much money on tape, which is like really nice. I try to put on these before I put on the label because I had to angle it a little bit because it would have like covered up like the label, but instead I got these stickers which like peel off like that, and they're like super tiny. So I think that these would just mark that they're priority mail if I just them on like a plain box or something that I was using for Poshmark. But like this set probably has like over 1,000 rolls on that, and I just don't need that much. So I just don't really have a use for them. But I'm definitely team these. So I'm gonna try to find them again and get them. But if they discontinue them, like they discontinued the game board box, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, these are Ufu's like clogs. I listed these for $50, and at 1 a.m. in the morning, I got an offer for $42, and I did not even see it at all. I didn't see it when I woke up in the morning, but I was checking my emails today, and I saw the notification, or my email, that I don't really know why I was checking my emails, but I was, and I saw the email, like, offer on Ufu's, and I was like, oh, wow, like, I would have never known. And even like an hour before an offer expires, you get on Poshmark, you get the notification, like, offer from blah, blah, blah is expiring soon on like, the item. And I wouldn't have seen that either because I would have been asleep. So I'm really happy that I saw the email because this was a great offer. And a super, super fast sale. So definitely be on the lookout for this brand. It is a very trending brand right now. So I would definitely pick these up again. I paid $3 for these because they were in the marked as kids shoes, but they're not. So I could will. So I found these like 2 weeks ago, and they sold very fast, and they got lots of attention. So okay, I don't need to, since these are like lightweight and like I don't think the box is gonna bust open, so I'm not gonna use anything. So I'm not gonna win that I won't, but I don't think it will. I'm like kind of confident. Okay, these I found when I found like this haul has been selling so well. Like I just am so pleased. These are flax and they're 100% linen, black wide leg pants. So yeah, these were a great sale. I listed these for $45 and I received an offer for $38. So actually I saw an offer for, I think, $37 with discounted shipping because I use 16% off offer with discounted shipping. And yeah, and then wait, what happened? Oh, and then like a few days later, I guess she might have missed my offer or something, but she sent me a $38 offer. So, which like I love when it happens when people match your offer like with or like without the discounted shipping. Because the discounted shipping I offer is the $5.95 one, which is $2.02. So, I mean, it's not like to me, it's like the discounted shipping isn't a make or break, but it was just so nice because if she sent my offer with a $37 with discounted shipping, which I was completely fine. I mean, I completely fine with that because I would have been happy with that because I mean I sent it out. Then that means she would have I would have made less, but she sent me a $38 offer, so I got $1 more than I originally offered, and she had to pay the full shipping because it wasn't the offer. So yay, that was really exciting. I paid $5 for these, so my profit was $25.40. So I got these when I found like the Brunello Cucinelli Tom Ford Freebird. Like this was such a great thrift day. So, and it's been selling really well. None of like the only shoes that sold were the Thursday boots that I told you guys about in last video, but none of like the designer shoes have sold yet besides those, but they are getting some interest. So alright, these are a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch. These are the 90s ankle high-rise slim straight jeans. So I just love the wash on these is good. They have no distressing, which has been selling better for me, and they're like a slim straight leg, which also has been selling well for me. They're high-rise. So these are not the Curve Love Abercrombie, which I think the Curve Love Abercrombie might do a little bit better. But I got these for $1 in Goodwill in Spring Pit, Illinois. Because when the half off items don't sell, then they go to $1. And like, you guys just would not believe how much $1 items I find there. It's just unreal. So the next thing I'm about to show you was also a $1 item from there. So yeah, it was very exciting. So I got these for $1, and I listed them for I think like $65, and then they sat for a while. But my first experience with Abercrombie jeans was so good. I listed them for like $65, and they sold so fast for like $47 or something. So I was so happy with that. I'm like, wow, Abercrombie jeans are so good. Like blah blah blah. Well, then my next experience ones haven't been as good. So yeah, but I accepted a $42 offer on the, or actually I sent one out with discounted shipping, They accepted my earnings were $31.58, and I paid $1, so my profit was $30.58. These did take probably 2 months to sell, but that's fine by me. It was still a relatively fast sale and a really good, in my books, that's a good profit. So I have been a little bit pickier with the Abercrombie jeans. I'm trying to, even though these were a good size at a size 28, but I've been trying to see like the Curve Love jeans because they typically sell better. The first ones I saw were Curve Love, so alright, and then these were also $1. These were at the same Goodwill at the same time. Again, another pair of Abercrombies. These are straight leg with like distressing, and I listed these for $65. So they sat for a couple months as well, so I did drop the price on these as well. And then I got an offer for $35, which I accepted. I paid $1 for these again. These were size 30, so a little bit of a better size, but they were not the Curve Love. So again, I would only paid $1. I don't think I'd pick them up again. Both pairs if they were like normal price, but like for like a clearance price, I definitely would. But let me see. I'm trying to see what my. Oh yeah, and then this was an offer that was sent to me, so I didn't do discount shipping on it. I would have accepted a $30 offer on these, so honestly it was like better than I wanted, so I was like, okay. Like I was also like not about to complain either. So I believe my earnings are $28, so I made $27 off of these in a few months, so or in like 2 months, so not mad about it at all. I think where I was going with like the eBay is that like, did I finish it about like what if an item was lost or something? I think Brand Advantage like will cover $100 if an item's lost, but like I would rather sell a higher dollar item on eBay or on Poshmark just because, well, one, like can't return for fit, and like I do offer 30-day returns on eBay. And then two, like if it gets lost in the mail, Poshmark will cover both the buyer and seller, which is just like the stress of that happening is gone. So I've had it happen like at least 5 times to me where the item has got lost in the mail, and like it would have just been really disappointing because some of the items were like I think the highest price item, I think it was like, and I paid up for the item, so if it was on eBay and I lost the item on eBay, I think it sold for like $60. It was a Lululemon jacket or something that got lost. Like, that I can remember at the top of my head. I've had more items get lost. But I paid $15 for that jacket. And had it been lost, I would have, and on eBay, I would have lost my $15 I put into the item. Then I would have lost the shipping I paid that the buyer gave me that I paid for. And then I would have lost the price that the buyer paid the item for. So, I mean, obviously eBay earnings, the eBay earnings the earnings that eBay took, they would like give back to me, but still I would have like lost so much money there. So, yeah, very nerve-wracking sometimes for those higher sales. Like I sold a $250 Magnolia Pearl dress, and I was like, once it like was marked delivered, I was like blessed. And finally, the other day, it got marked as like they can't return it anymore because it had passed the time. So that is very relieving. All right, this was a Lululemon skirt. I got this at Plato's Closet for $25. I got this because there was a pair, my sister had a coupon for buy one, get one half off, and there was a pair of mother jeans for $22. So in order to get those off, I really wasn't finding anything else. So in order to get those half off, I'm like, oh, let me just get this Lululemon skirt, and so you can have those for half off, and then I'll sell the Lululemon skirt, and then I'll give you the mother jeans for Christmas. So I sold the skirt for $45. I made $36 off of it, so I paid $25 for this. So that means my earnings were $11 for it, but then I paid $11 for the mother jeans. So basically, I got the mother jeans for free, and then I didn't have to pay any money for a Christmas gift. I just love when that happens. So hooray. And then once she's done with the mother jeans, I can sell them. So, but I don't think she actually took care of them properly because they got stretched out in the front, and I'm like, whatever. Again, I didn't really pay for it. I didn't really pay anything for them because it was like, I did, but I didn't. So yeah. All right, this was a super fast sale. This is an Aloe Yoga like skirt. It's called the Aces tennis skirt, and this color is like called Cantaloupe or Golden Orange. So this was worn on a different color in the show This Summer I Turned Pretty by the character Taylor. And I just put that, I put a screenshot of her wearing it, and then I put that in my listing. So I'm not sure if like that helped the sale, but this was still on the Aloe website as well. So yeah, so I got this at Plato's Closet for $12, but then 20% off of that. And I was expecting it to be a fast sale, and that it was. So yeah, I listed it for $65. It got so much attention, so much likes. No offers though, but then I sent out, every hour after a person likes an item, I sent out a 16% off offer with the $5.95 shipping. And this person accepted my offer, so it was $54. And then with this kind of shipping, so my earnings were $41.18. So I probably paid around $10, but I paid $11.18, which I probably paid less. So my earnings were probably a little bit more than 30, but for a very fast profit, I'm not mad about that at all when I have to pay up. So I don't really find aloe that often, and then when I do, it's usually a lot of older styles, and like the condition isn't great, so I pass on it. But current styles of aloe sell so well for me. So I have like, I think 2 pieces of the men's aloe, and I like the ones that I have. So it's a brand I do like for myself. So it's like honestly like the same price as like Lululemon. But I would say older styles of Lululemon sell better for me than older styles of aloe. So yeah. All right, these sold for very fast. These sold for very, very fast. These are Spanx size medium. These are a kick flared like raw hem jean. These are high rise pull on white color size medium. So I got these at Goodwill when I did a thrift with me video, when I went like all by myself. It wasn't my first time going by myself, but it was my first time like driving there by myself. And I got home and they were like, I thought I looked them over really well, and they had so much stains, and I was really upset with myself, but I washed them and they all came out, so I was really excited. So I listed them for $65, and I woke up the next day and they were sold for full price. So love that. Yeah, I've never really found this style from Spanx before, so I definitely would pick it up again. Maybe even with the stains, I probably could have got like $40 for these. So that's exciting. I think I'm about to run out of whatever. So my earnings were $52, and I made $46 in one day. So if every sale could be like that, that's funny. All right, this is kind of funny because the street that she lives on is the same name. Or my name's Keegan, and she lives on Keegan Place Street. So that's kind of funny. But I'm not gonna show you that because like I don't really want to show her address. So, but I don't know. I guess you guys just kind of have to believe me. So, okay. Oh wait, what? Oh no. What? Did I forget to put the label on the Foos clog? So I forgot to put the label on the Foos clogs, but I made $30 on those if I didn't say, but good thing I wrote down well, I know that these are them because one, they're super light, and I didn't put any lightweight items in the boxes except for these, so. Alright, this, I'm gonna have to figure out how to ship this, but this is a Ted Baker, like, glossy tote bag. I got this for $4.50 on my buy sell trade clearance event. It was new with tags, and I found 2 of them. So I got to a lot of the bags, and they haven't. 2 of them have sold. This is the second one to sell. One of them sold to a viewer, I believe. So, but the problem is it's really tall, and I don't have like a box that can fit them that well. And then I don't want to bend the handles. So, yeah, it's just like not the most convenient thing to ship. But it did sell for $35 in a few days. So, I'm happy about that for sure. But I just have to figure out how like I want to do it now. So I made $28, right? My earnings are $28, and then I made $24 off of, about $24 off of this. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna ship that, but I'm just gonna put that off to the side for now and deal with it later. Okay, this is a Lululemon All Yours tee This style sells really well for me. So it's an all your, if it has like a back seam, that means it's like the all yours tee. It's a Pima cotton blend with like spandex, I think. So people really like them. I got this at Goodwill for $1 in Springfield. My sister found this one with a gray one, and they're right next to each other, both $1 because somebody got them for whatever reason. They were in the men's section, but I don't really think that should have made a huge difference. So yeah. Every time I go there, I'm just shocked about what people don't get, because I'm like, okay, some of the stuff that I found for $1 is just like absolutely a little bit like crazy. So anyways, this got over 26 likes and it was listed for 2 weeks. So that if that doesn't show you that people, I mean, just because you have a lot of likes on an item doesn't mean you have a buyer, but that is sometimes a good indication to me about like what people are like looking for. So if you see the all yours, like tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeve, anything, the all yours, or like anything Pima cotton from Lululemon sells so well for me. So I would pick that up for sure. So yeah, I got offered for like $25 on this, and I honestly countered to 30, even though I'm trying not to, because I knew I could get that. So my earnings are 24 and I made $23. So I have to get 2 more of the mailers real quick. My sister found these when she went thrifting by herself. These are Athleta pull-on. These are the Kabu Lemon Jogger. These sell pretty fast for me, but they usually sell for more, but I did discount these because they were linen, so I wanted them to sell before the season ended, and that they did. I listed them at 32, and within a day or two, I think within like 3 days, I saw an offer for $26 with this kind of shipping. That was accepted. My earnings were $18.78, and my profit was $15. So, I mean, that's okay. Not a huge profit, but again, fast sale, I'm not complaining. So, I did find, literally when these sold while I was at Goodwill, and within minutes after they sold, I found another pair of Kabu Linen Athleta pants. So I thought that was so like weird. And then, so I listed the Athleta Kabu Linen pants today for 32, and those haven't sold yet. But then I found a new, they're also a wide leg linen pant, but they're not the Kabu Linen wide leg pant. They were called like I can't remember, but they were from, both of the pairs I found were from spring 2023, so like this season, or like the past season, but yeah, but like the style that I found, they were like a wide leg with a slit, and those were like brand new to this year, so the comps on those were better. So I listed those ones at 45, even though the season is ending soon, but I'm still hoping they should sell fast. And again, people take vacations and people live in warm areas year round, so just because something isn't in season doesn't mean it's not going to sell. But obviously most of my sales are in season, but not every single one. Alright, this was a Bowden just Ponte dress. I got this for half off at Springfield Goodwill. It was not $1, but I got it, and yeah, it was okay. Bowden's is like, I used to pick it up a lot more than I do, but I do still sell it. Yeah, I saw an offer for $25 with discounted shipping. That was accepted, so my earnings were $17.98, so I probably made about $15 off of this, so not terrible, but it did probably take 2 months to sell. But again, I still made a profit. Everything adds up, and every sale is gonna get me through college, so I mean, this $15 probably pays for 2 meals at college, so not a ton, but better than nothing at all. So yeah, I still have no idea where I'm going to go to college, but we'll just have to see. But I don't really, I'm actually like pretty good at like cooking and all that, but I just don't like to do it, so I can envision myself eating out a lot. So yeah. Alrighty, so alright, that is absolutely everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. leave a comment down below on my favorite item that you sold. Let me know how your sales have been. If you guys can give me any tips of what to improve on, or what you guys are liking out of these videos, or if you're still liking them, because I've had good feedback so far. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.